do is the tortilla recipe.
Okay.
And we're going to mix our dry ingredients first this time.
Need a bowl for
Grab
that.
a bowl.
Yep.
Okay, and then we'll get a second one and the sifter.
Okay.
All right.
Now, what about dairy? Because a lot of people are sensitive to dairy, so what would be a great alternative to dairy?
Now, dairy depends a lot on what you're making. We're just going to start off here with our 3/4 of a cup of brown rice. For most baked goods, your non-dairy milks are actually a pretty decent substitution. So you're looking at like hemp milk, almond milk, rice milk, and even soy milk if you can tolerate soy. However, I would suggest that you also make sure to put in about a teaspoon or so of apple cider vinegar to help it to rise, because milk has a chemical reaction in it that causes things to rise, and without the additional acidity, you need the apple cider vinegar.
Okay, so that's a really good tip for everybody.
Yeah, and now we have a xanthan gum and sea salt. So I'm going to be showing you how xanthan gum works as a binding agent. You're going to mix that all nicely together.
Okay.
We have a 1/4 cup of millet flour. Now, millet flour, you'll notice, is actually quite yellow. It adds a really nice flavor and color. And we're going to have a 1/2 cup of amaranth flour, which is quite starchy and naturally sticky, so it's great for making tortillas.
And amaranth is also really high in iron. It has extra calcium, and it is really nutritious.
It's wonderful.
Really
and you know, you
protein.
can actually pop amaranth seeds.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they're really small, but you can put them in a skillet and pop them like popcorn.
Okay.
They have a really nice nutty flavor to them, and you can put all kinds of fun stuff. So, Dr.
Wonderful.
Joelle, I'll have you just pouring, actually, the wet ingredients into this bowl underneath.
here. Okay,
yeah, okay, well, you pour
wonderful.
them in there.
So I am pouring in.
We have a cup of water.
Okay.
We have several tablespoons, 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, and several tablespoons of olive oil.
Okay.
So we're just going to give these guys a nice stir.
And this is a wonderful option for children because we are always challenged to find a bread alternative for children. This is easily packed in their lunch containers.
Absolutely.
And you can really fill it with anything.
Yes, it's great for, if you want to just do a simple jam and nut butter or seed butter, or you can make a tortilla out of it and put in some grilled chicken and vegetables. It's great. Very, very, very versatile. So if you want to just add that right in.
Sure. So in 30 seconds, we're going to complete what we have here. So what would be the next step?
Okay, so what we're going to be doing is mixing it. You'll notice at the beginning it gets, it's very sticky. But xanthan gum, when you have it come into contact with water, actually stiffens the dough. See, now you're noticing it's getting pretty stiff.
It is, yes.
And then it starts getting elasticy.
And then it will end up looking like this?
Yes. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to get a couple of these out because they're already ready. We'll put these inside.
Great.
Okay, so these are your palm-sized balls of dough, and they're actually quite dry. They're nice and not sticky. If you find when you're making this, they're getting a little sticky, you would want to just take a little bit of starch, extra starch, any kind of starch, put it down, and then you're going to get your baking rolling pin and just roll it out really gently like this.
Okay.
Okay.
So in the end, it will look like one of these.
Yes. I'm just going to turn this
then you would toss it on the grill.
Yes. So what we have is we have a nice one like this, and if you continue rolling it out, they're going to look like these.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to pop one on the grill.
Wonderful.
Now, before you put them on the grill, I have a suggestion, and I really think your best bet is to take a little bit of olive oil and gently brush it on top. And this is because it adds moisture to the cooking process. If you don't do this, it'll instead get a bit crunchy, which is fine if you want to make chips out of it. I make really great tortilla chips out of them.
Okay, that's a
I
great
brush them
option
with a little
too.
starch. As soon as they get hot, then I put a little pesto on them.
Oh, that sounds
quite nice,
amazing.
yes.
Great alternative to that other snack food.
Exactly. So these will be ready when the underside is golden and puffy. You can flip them over, and they turn out like this. And one of the really nice things about these wraps is that they stay bendy.
Wonderful. Well, Lilia, thank you so much for cooking.
Thank
It's
you.
always fun. Leah's going to be back in the Ask the Expert segment, and we're going to be answering all of your questions on allergy and gluten-free cooking.